Always a banger. Always. Good afternoon. So sorry I'm a few minutes late. Sorry about that. It's fine though. We're here now. That's all that matters. Look at all the Negz in the chat for his special intro song. I love it. Thank you guys. I appreciate your support. I love seeing all the members in chat, all the custom emojis. It's great. Liz, hello. Stephanie C. Panda Pondu. What is that? Cancel. Where was I? Hey, Panda Pondu. Wendy M. Stephanie. Kimberlina Pondu. Damn it. Kimberlina Pondu. I'm going to make a note. I tried to look for you while I was live, but I can't do two things at once. So, Kimberlina, I just don't see how you're blocked. Like I said, surely somebody would have seen it. That's so weird. But I will take care of that. So sorry about that. Glad you're here. Regardless, Kimberly. Leroy, Linguipster, hey Tragic, Mac Attack, Unknown Suspect, Gene. Oh, look at Linguipster with the Jack emojis. Checking his cheeky. That is the original chicken. We are on chicken number 2. And let me tell you what. Chicken number 2 is taking a beating. Uh-oh, Nicotine says, look at DMs quickly. What is this? What is this? Everybody stop. Stop the press. Something has happened here. Nikki not only put it in the DMs, but she put it in the DMs with capital letters. What is this shit? Hold on. Hello, everybody. We're going to have to abbreviate the Mickey Mouse roll call today. This is a document regarding the case of Hussey versus Clara in the Washington, D.C. court. Oh, boy. I need to blow it up. I can't read it. Give me a second. Holy crap. Let me get current in chat. Yes, Nicotine. I'm seeing it right now. Hello, everybody. It's absolute batshit crazy. That's what it is. Okay, hold on. Let me pull up the actual website. Dude, suddenly I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I need to search. Here we go. Hussey versus Clara 2024. There it is. Something has been filed in the case. Hey, girl. Hey, breaking news live. I know it. I love it. Thanks so much, Nicotine. Everybody, biggie bags in the chat for Nicotine, please. She has earned a biggie bag for sure. We do appreciate you, Nicotine. Hot tea, first thing. That's right, Alex Glitter. Hey, Borketh Jean. Nice to see you. All hail Nicketh. Indeed. Hey, Sassy Mama. Nice to see you. Busted. Towley 420. Glamour Mayhem. Everybody's here. This is great. Illyria, I see you too. All right, what has happened? What has been filed? September 23rd. Oh my word, 2 days ago. Filed by plaintiff counter defendant Chukachian. Okay, so Hussey has filed this. It's a motion for leave to file amended complaint. What is that? Okay, hold on. There's the document there. And there's, what is this? Amended complaint? Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see. Wait, that's the screenshot. What happened? Oh, they went to downloads. Okay. Let's open this. All right. And open this. They're not the same thing, are they? No. Okay. Let me close it. Okay. All right, guys, hold on. Now I've lost my chat. Give me a second and go find it. I need to find you guys again. Ah, there you are. I thought I'd lost you. Thank God you're still here. It's like they filed it in the wrong court, but they haven't. What? Okay, hold on. What is this? What does it say? Oh my word. Okay, it says motion for leave to file amended complaint. Plaintiff Ken Chukachian by and through undersigned counsel. Respectfully moves this honorable court for leave to amend his complaint pursuant to Rule 15A of the Superior Court Rules of Civil Procedure. In support of this motion, plaintiff states as follows. Plaintiff seeks to amend his complaint to incorporate significant and material facts that have been revealed since the filing of the original complaint. Oh my word! Husseth Jean, what have you been up to? It appears upon first glance of the first sentence of the introduction of the motion for leave to file amended complaint that Husseth Jean has been a busy bee. What is this? Plaintiff seeks to amend his complaint to incorporate significant and material facts that have been revealed since the filing of the original complaint. These facts include recent statements and conduct. Oh, wait a minute. by defendant Ronald Corbin. I thought Ron Corbin was dropped from this suit. Hello. What's happening here? What's happening here? Can we do this? Can we release Ron Corbin from the lawsuit and then come back a couple months later and say, we want to amend our complaint to include recent statements and conduct by defendant Ron Corbin? Wait a minute. And hold on. Yes, this is Hussey versus Frank. Right, Nikki. AK, are you here? I'm putting it on screen. Hold. What is this crackpot shittery? I'm putting it on the screen. I don't care. Look at this. Oh, that's not it. Shit. Sorry. Stop sharing that. Damn it. Get your shit together, Telfer. Share screen. Where is it? Is it this? No, I need the window. This. What is this shit? Look at this. Plaintiff Hussey seeks to amend his complaint to incorporate significant and material facts that have been revealed. Stop calling me. That have been revealed since the filing of the original complaint. These facts include recent statements and conduct by defendant Ron Corbin and new revelations about defendant AK's witness tampering activities. AK, what in the hell are they accusing you of? What is this shit? He's trying to rope AK into the Clara lawsuit. Ron and DC are still under their original settlement agreement. That's why Hussey can mention Ron, but he's not a defendant. But they refer to him as defendant Ronald Corbin. What is this? Oh, Lisa Simpson has a message for you, Hussey. Hussey, you look desperate, my dude. AK says, fuck if I know. Witness tampering. Okay. These actions directly violate the non-disparagement clause of the settlement agreement between the parties and are central to plaintiff Hussey's claim of defamation, breach of contract, and interference with the legal process. Yes, why is he calling her defendant AK? And I understand that Ron signed his name to the original non-disparagement, non-disclosure agreement, and he's bound by that. But he's been dropped from this lawsuit. Why is he being called defendant? And AK is not a defendant in the case or under this court. Yeah, and they aren't witnesses to her case. Exactly. What is happening, hot stuff? This is mind-boggling. I know, right? Last minute, Laura? Witness tampering. Hey, Ritalin. Baba Booey, nice to see you. Glad you're here. Hi, Jess. Good to see you. Ivana Have Sex is here. Good, good. Jojo, nice, nice. Witness tampering. Okay, so the motion goes on. Hey, Brioche. Brioche says bottle in one hand, pen in the other. It has to be. There's no other explanation. It's almost Christmas, guys. Has the Gene trying to get his Christmas presents early, I guess. Hey, P-Day. Jenna, hello. Gigi. Read the second document. Oh, he's adding AK to the case. Oh, my God. Have I opened these in the wrong order? Here we go. So this is... Holy shit. They added... AK, are you aware they added you to this case? How can they do that? Have you been served? Amended complaint. How? How does one just bring... AK into this complaint? Number one. Number two, how can they do that? Can the Washington DC court just reach over into Maryland and yank your ass into this case? Oh, obviously they must be able to, because I'm positive that old Robert Maxwell would never even think of doing such a thing if it were not allowed, right? I think they're dropping the Gigi lawsuit and adding AK to the Clara one. This can't be real. This is a breach of contract. Is it not? Is this suit Hussey versus Ron and Clara? Breach of contract? Also, why is Ron's name here? I thought a couple of months ago, all sides agreed to drop Ron out of this. He's trying to loophole AK so he can get her in another suit. Nicketh Peen says they can't just add people into cases like this. How can she witness tamper when she didn't even know she was part of the case? Did I ever play your phone call with Robert Maxwell? I don't remember. Tragic, to be honest. I don't remember. Nick of Peen says he was took off the case completely. That's what I thought. Salada, I know. Where the fuck is Manning? Manning, where are you? Teddy Pig, AK did not sign his contract. Yeah, what's before this court present day is a breach of contract between Hussey, Clara, and Ron, of which Ron's been dropped. How the hell do you... Where's AK? I hope AK has stepped away from chat to call her attorney and be like, what's this shit? Just send your attorney the link to my stream. Tell him we're about to read the documents live on YouTube. Ask him if he wants to listen in. AK says, no, I haven't been served. Okay, let's see. Amended complaint. Plaintiff Hussey, bind through undersigned counsel, files this amended complaint against defendants Clara Frank, Ronald Corbin, and AK. And for his complaint states as follows. Nature of complaint. Since last year, defendants Clara Frank and Ron Corbin. Okay, just pause here a second. I'm sorry. I'm not reading all that bullshit before I come back over here. When was it that they dropped Ron from the case completely? Wasn't it right around the time that counts 3 and 4 of Clara's counter complaint were dismissed? Plaintiff's partial motion to dismiss with prejudice. Bunny says so he don't get to hear Gigi cry. I can't wait because I'm sure the day very soon is coming that Gigi and Hussey drop the little case they brought against AK. And I can't wait for the day and time that Gigi finds out that it's not going to be that easy. He's not just going to drop it, that he's going to have to pay AK her $10,000+ Respectfully requesting biggie bags in the chat for the GOAT, Nicketh Peen. Yes, indeed. Lisa Simpson, thank you for the super chat. Biggie bags in the chat for Nicketh Peen. Wow. Look at that. Thank you, everybody. Huh. I mean, this is wild. Okay, where are we? Okay, so here we go. He's now the amended complaint says Clara, Ron, and AK since last year have been utilizing their personal social media platforms, including Twitter, YouTube, Rumble, have willfully and systematically engaged in an ongoing campaign of harassment. Yes, of course. Let's see. Defamation and public humiliation. I think this is the first time we've seen the phrase public humiliation in this particular case. I'm pretty sure. Hey, crazy blonde bitch. Nice to see you. Cool Hand Mike, Bunny Malone, Rena. Oh, Lisa Simpson's a feeder confirmed. I don't think we've seen the phrase public humiliation thus far in this case. Hold on one second. This is crazy. Okay, so ongoing campaign of harassment, defamation, and public humiliation against Hussey through their repeated defamatory statements. They have falsely accused plaintiff of heinous and unfounded conduct, including calling him a sex predator, drunk, liar, scammer, and other defamatory labels aimed at damaging his personal and professional reputation. Defendants amplified these false claims by republishing third-party defamatory content and videos on their social media channels. Oh my God, this is 41 pages. This is 41 pages! Oh my God. In response to the defamatory actions by defendants, plaintiff initially filed a lawsuit against Frank. These claims arose from Frank's reckless and malicious use of social media presence to propagate falsehoods, casting Hussey in a false and damaging light, all while intentionally disregarding the truth. The resulting lawsuit culminated in a settlement agreement in which both parties agreed to a comprehensive non-disparagement clause to cease all defamatory activities and prevent further reputational damage to plaintiff. Okay, I find it interesting. None of this has any, like, AK and Ronaldo were not involved in any of this except for agreeing to the comprehensive non-disparagement clause. AK did not. She had no part of that. All right. Let's see. Number 3. Despite the clear and unambiguous language of the settlement agreement, which prohibited any form of disparagement, defendants really have continued their pattern of defamation and harassment. Defendant Corbin, in particular, flagrantly violated the agreement by participating in a public live stream where he made the highly defamatory and baseless statement that plaintiff was, quote, a child abuser adjacent. This is new. Charlotte Tater Fluff, thank you so much for being a member for 7 months. Forever basic Betty you shall be. Fun AF, using what I learned in business law 30 years ago. Oh, we have a subject matter expert in chat. All right. Thank you so much, Charlotte Tater Fluff. I'll be keeping an eye on chat for your commentary. What says you? Can they just pull AK into this lawsuit? Can they just put Ron back in? I can't wait to see what Clara Hondra's attorney comes up with in retort. Lisa says this attorney is about to get hammered by the judge. Do you guys think that that for some reason Hussey wants, no, surely Hussey doesn't want out of this. Like me, I don't know. No. There's no way Hussey wants out of this. Okay, anyway, whatever. Where were we? Okay. Statement that plaintiff was a, quote, child abuser adjacent. This statement was deliberately crafted to falsely associate Hussey with child abuse, knowing full well the severe damage such an accusation would cause to Hussey's reputation and public perception. Corbin's statement was not only a blatant violation of the non-disparagement clause, but also an egregious attempt to escalate the level of defamation by tying Hussey to abhorrent criminal conduct. The implications of the statement made in a public forum were designed to cause irreparable harm to plaintiff's standing in the community and among his professional audience. Oh gosh, these are all things that the same person, Mr. Corbin, are inflicting upon Yaba and myself, are they not? Oh, but please tell me again, oh, wise one over there at the forums, Aaliyah Hypatia Alexander, how Ron's doing so much better and he's changing his life and he's a good boy now. Where were we? Yes, okay. Defendant's ongoing and malicious conduct did not end with mere defamation. After Hussey filed his witness list for the current litigation, Defendant AK engaged in a deliberate and systematic campaign to tamper with witnesses who are expected to testify on behalf of Hussey. Are you hearing this, AK? What? In a public live stream, AK ridiculed and discredited Hussey's witnesses by making defamatory remarks about their mental health, physical appearance, and credibility. To whom, though? You know, like, to whom? Who is AK's audience? The prospective jury pool? You know what I mean? Like, what? She is under no rules of this court. This is crazy. I mean, exactly, Baba Boo. Where the fuck is AK's free speech? AK made defamatory remarks about their mental health, physical appearance, and credibility. AK accused one witness of suffering from dementia, basically stating that the witness's condition was cocaine-induced and mocking the witness's ability to provide credible testimony. What witness is that, AK? I'm just curious. Go bitch. Who gives a shit? She isn't a party to this. She's not. Like, are you literally saying that nobody on the face of the planet can give their opinions on the people on Hussey's witness list, lest they be dragged in as a defendant? The fuck? Right, Alex? They want to completely silence AK. Oh, she's talking about Fedora. Are those your opinions on Fedora? AK, put a 1 in the chat if you share the same thoughts and opinions on Fedora. If you don't know and you can't answer, then don't. But put a 1 in the chat if you share the same independent opinion. That Coca thing, unless facts to show, it can't be in there. Elisa Simpson says, is Fedora a witness? AK says, yes, Fedora has dementia. How is that defamation? Fedora has told us she has early onset dementia. Has she not? Thank you, Sky Fury. Fedora literally said AK's dad should honor kill her. Wow, Alex. It's about a breach of contract case. You can't add someone to that who wasn't under the contract. Exactly. Street Carp says Fedora is in that case. Ivana Halfsex says Pig Linda is also a witness. That's right, Ivana Halfsex, she is. What, am I going to be pulled into this case because of the things that I've been presenting and saying about a Pig Linda? I doubt it. Hey, Jabroni. Glad you could be here. Tommy Larson wants to say and remind us all, thank you, Tommy Larson, it is not defamation if it is true. And yes, AK is allowed to have her opinions. Wow, this is interesting. Suddenly you're a defendant in a lawsuit that you had no party to at all whatsoever. This thing's been going on for how long? And they just wake up one fucking September morning and they just, and they've literally filed these papers as if AK has been a party to any of this all along. Oh, hell no. Who's Fedora? She has a YouTube channel. She's an old lady who has a history of cocaine use, who has told her online audience that she suffers from early onset dementia. And she's a witness, a named witness for Hussey. That's great. Hey, happy peace. Glad you're here. Okay, where were we? Okay, here we go. Furthermore, she threatened to access private information about other witnesses, such as their home address, through copyright strikes and other means, thereby creating an atmosphere of intimidation and fear among those willing to support Hussey. Really? Really? I would really like to see some proof of that. Really? I feel like we should go through and highlight them and color code them, all the shit we're going to need to see the receipts on. This intentional campaign of witness tampering has obstructed Hussey's ability to present his case, as several witnesses have expressed reluctance to testify due to fears of public humiliation and potential personal attacks by defendants and their associates. 5, the actions of defendants have not only harmed plaintiff's reputation, but have also caused him severe emotional distress and anxiety. Okay, anyway, the complaint seeks, based on the District of Columbia and federal case law statutes and precedents, to redress for defendants' intentional and malicious conduct, including defamation, breach of contract, breach of the covenant of good faith and fair dealing, intentional infliction of emotional distress, civil harassment, tortious interference with a prospective advantage, and cyber stalking. What the fuck? Wow. And cyber stalking. And this is the craziest thing is, I don't even hear, this is all I've heard about Hussey over the last couple of months. Like literally, the only thing I've heard about Hussey is his witness list came out and it was a fucking joke. And also, that he is cashing in over there covering Shani and Rev. Like, who's talking about Hussey? Who? Tragic was on his witness list. That's funny. That's funny. Okay. Each of these claims arises from defendants' targeted, persistent, and unlawful actions aimed at damaging plaintiff's reputation, disrupting his legal proceedings, and causing him substantial emotional and financial harm. Hussey seeks compensatory and punitive damages as well as injunctive relief to prevent defendants from continuing their harmful conduct. Wow. Okay, jurisdiction. I don't see how that court has jurisdiction over AK. I don't know. Statement of facts. Okay, I think this is just like, okay, wait. Defendant. Okay, this is all the shit they're saying defendant Frank did to Hussey. Look at all that 2022, 2022, 2023. Okay. Wow. Clarahondra, the list. Oh, here. Wait, no. Okay, now we're on to AK. That is so crazy. Hey, Ritalin, I see your name in here too, pal. You better watch your ass. I'm trying to find anything in 20. I guess we'll keep scrolling until we find a 2024 date, maybe. Somewhere in September of 2023, AK blah, 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 blah. A sex. Okay, hold on. AK allowed Bad Boy Tragic on her channel to say Mr. Chukachian Hussey is making out with unconscious people, called Hussey a sex pest, a perverted deviant, a danger to society, and threatened to burn Hussey down and everyone around him. Hey, Tragic, did you say all these things? We'll get to the bottom of this right now. All right. October. Okay, that's the settlement. I want to see if they have on here where they released Ron Corbin out of the thing, out of the whole ass lawsuit. Yeah, exactly, AK. Why isn't Tragic being sued then, huh? Welfare wig. This is also ridiculous. All right, I want to see. Let's see. Oh, look at that. The psychological effects caused by defendants on Hussey are clear and manifest. Jesus. Oh, look at that. Defendant Corbin's new violation since the commencement of the present matter. Defendant AK's witnessing tampering. Here we go. On or about September 10th, 2024. After Hussey filed his witness list in the present matter, defendant AK engaged in public live stream where she systematically discussed, ridiculed, and discredited. Okay, we already read all that. Began by attacking the mental capacity of one witness. Okay, dementia. That's Fedora. Cocaine-induced dementia. Fedora. Oh, AK's campaign of ridicule extended to another witness, whom she referred to as, quote, the ugliest woman in Canada. I thought that was Fedora. Thank you, Alex. Let me go have a peek-see real quick. Oh, my. Okay, that's a lot. Hold on. Where was I over here? Okay. Oh, wait. Shit. Where am I? Okay. AK's campaign of ridicule extended to another way. Oh, yeah, I thought that was Fedora, the ugliest woman in Canada. Don't fence me and says, so who is Gigi suing? I need a diagram. No shit. Okay, this personal attack was intended to humiliate and discredit the witness publicly. I'm pretty sure that AK was calling Fedora the ugliest woman in Canada long before any of these lawsuits were ever filed, even the initial one. Was she or was she not? AK, haven't you been calling Fedora ugly for like literally what? A couple years now? You didn't just start calling Fedora ugly when she became named as a witness, did you? Hussey can't take her to DC court. He hasn't got residence there, and AK is not a resident. They wouldn't have any jurisdiction over AK. The case is only there because of DC from being from there. Yeah, I know. AK says, I've been calling Fedora the ugliest woman in Canada for years. Oh, Poison Candy Apple volunteers to make a flow chart. Thank you, Poison Candy Apple. I could like maybe draw one on a napkin or something. I don't know. Wicked Weird Wednesday. I'm glad you're here now. Someone flipped me off while driving to work yesterday. Who do I call to have them sued? Robert Maxwell. That's who you call. Okay, anyway, the personal attack was intended to humiliate and discredit. I can't wait for someone to slap the proof up there that AK has been calling Fedora the ugliest woman in Canada for years. And I can't wait for that to be discussed in fucking open court. That's great. Yeah, no shit, hippie peas, right? Whiteboard Rick, where are you when we need you? Okay. Ensuring that any testimony from this individual will be perceived as lacking credibility or value. How does calling someone the ugliest woman in Canada discredit them as a witness? By using defamatory and humiliating language, AK created an environment of fear and intimidation that would discourage witnesses from testifying and cooperating with Hussey's legal team. AK's comments did not stop at attacking the credibility and appearance of witnesses. She also questioned the relevance of their testimony, stating, quote, what is she going to fucking, be witness to? That's a good question, actually. That's a great question. What are they going to fucking be a witness to? I'd like to know. This rhetorical question was intended to publicly discredit the value of the witness's testimony. Says who? Says you? Of course you would say that. Creating the perception that their contribution to the case would be insignificant. Again, she has freedom of speech. She can say that if those are her thoughts on it. She's not the only one who's wondering what the fuck a fedora is going to be a witness to in this case. Lord have mercy. AK's remarks were made with the intent to discourage witnesses from testifying by making them feel their involvement would be futile or harmful to their reputation. In addition to her defamatory attacks, AK also discussed using potential means of accessing the private information of witnesses involved in the case, obtaining home addresses through copyright strikes. She said, quote, well, I'm sure like if we copyright struck his channel, yeah, we would have to get his address because he has to put an address in there. This was a thinly veiled threat to use private information as a means of intimidation. Did you say that? And who's he? Dowling says, check how much relief is being asked for. Oh, yeah. Isn't it like $500,000 or something crazy like that? AK's conduct demonstrates an intent to interfere with the judicial process by gathering information that could be used to intimidate or pressure witnesses. AK's public remarks were part of a broader strategy to manipulate the perception of plaintiffs' witnesses before the court and the public by accusing one witness of having, quote, cocaine-induced dementia and labeling another as, quote, the ugliest woman in Canada. Aren't those the same person? Anyway, AK used defamatory and humiliating language to discourage these individuals from participating. The fear of public ridicule. Yeah, right. The fear of public ridicule and personal attacks served as a powerful form of intimidation. Bullshit. The woman that you're talking about, sir, is fucking Fedora Chick on the YouTube. You really think that Fedora Chick is concerned in the slightest bit? Has any fear of public ridicule or personal attack, especially where anything that's said about her is concerned? You know how much Fedora Chick fucking hates Clara and Ron. In fact, when the Grift Gang over there, specifically Beglinda and Gigi, started signaling to their audiences that they had made good with Ron and Clara, I'm pretty sure, if my recollection serves me correctly, Fedora Chick was one of the very, very, very few. And when I say very few, I mean one of two people, only two people that I have seen publicly speak against that and been like, and say, bullshit. I don't care what's going on. I don't care what your stupid strategy is or what your little games you're playing over here. Fuck a Ron and fuck a Clara forever. So, do you really think that Fedora Chick is concerned with what did they say? fear of public ridicule and personal attacks. Give me a fucking break. For being Hussey's witness because of shit AK said about her on the internet. Give me a break. As a result of AK's target harassment and defamation, several witnesses have expressed reluctance to testify. I'll bet you Fedora Chick was not motherfucking one of them. I'll bet you she was not. Gothic says she streams with no teeth, for fuck's sake. Right, Fauntleroy? Meek, mild, sensitive Fedora. As if. Dirty, dirty, dirty. AK's actions have created significant obstacles for Hussey in securing key testimony, compromising the integrity of the judicial process and obstructing plaintiffs' ability to present a full and fair account of the facts. These are some serious fucking allegations that Hussey and his attorney are making with absolutely fucking nothing to back that shit up. Nothing. AK's conduct amounts to deliberate and malicious witness tampering carried out with the intent to influence testimony and obstruct justice. AK, this is AK's legal full government name being plastered all over this lawsuit that she is not a party to in a court system that has zero jurisdiction over her about a matter that she had no part of. She is not a party to the contract that was signed and alleged to have been breached. These are not witnesses in AK's case. It's almost like Maxwell cannot keep the two cases separate. He literally just smushed them together like a cheeseburger from the rallies. This is wild and crazy shit right here. All throughout this document, this publicly published court document, AK is being accused of malicious witness tampering with an intent to influence testimony and obstruct justice, none of which is true. This is defamation. This is slander. This is harassment. And I can't help but notice that AK keeps dropping out of chat. I'm hoping it's because she is composing an email to her attorney. Lisa says, AK, I'd contact the state bar on this in the state this attorney is in and file a complaint. This is improper. And either he knows it and filed anyway, or else he is completely incompetent. This is absolutely unbelievable. They really want to bring attention to Fedora's behavior on the internet and scrutinize that'll influence the court more than AK saying anything. Exactly. Manning's in court, god dang it. What is this? Count 1. Breach of contract. Hussey versus Frank and Corbin. Yeah, where's AK on here? In the District of Columbia, to prevail on a claim of breach of contract, a party must establish a valid contract between the parties. Hello, Maxwell. Where's my gavel? Where's my fucking gavel? Hello, Maxwell. Is this thing on? A valid contract between the parties. A party must establish a valid contract between the parties. Where is the valid contract between AK and any of these motherfuckers? Hey, Moon Pie, nice to see you. How can Hussey sue the same person for the same thing in two different states at the same time? Good question, Nicotine. Great question. Great point. Hey, Yamano Zami, glad you're here. Also, a party must establish an obligation or duty arising out of that contract. C, a breach of that duty. And D, damages caused by the breach. Wow. Hey, Becca James. Nice to see you. Okay, look, we're only halfway through this complaint or whatever this is. Whatever this, how do you bring AK into this? How? Oh, we can bring her in because we can say that she was fucking witness tampering? Give me a break. So you're telling me nobody on the internet is allowed to talk about this case or give their opinions on any aspect of this case? including the witness list. Give me a break. No, it doesn't work that way. Well, we're going to have to look more into that for sure. Fallen Angel 69_69. Thank you so much for the super chat. Wouldn't this be double jeopardy? I don't know if that's the word, because I think double jeopardy is like a criminal thing. Where, like, you know, if you're tried for something and you're acquitted, they can't try you again. So yeah, no, I don't think it's double jeopardy, but I get your drift. I get what you're saying. Holy shit. All right, listen, guys. We're already 41 minutes in the stream. Thank you again to Negz for bringing that to our attention. I'm going to look over it some more, see if there's any bombshells that I need to pick out, and we'll go over those tomorrow. But right now, though, there's a lot that I want to... this is not the right... Hold on. That's not the right background. Give me a second. What the crap? What? Did it not upload the new background? It's supposed to be this one. Come on. Double dipping. Here we go. There we go. Old school. Get your screeny ready, April. No, totally fine, Nikki Peen. That was exciting. Okay, we're going to be a little all over the place today. We're going to go back and look at some old school Ronaldo, some old school Negz. Let's see. I'm not even going to play that one. That is just, I can't do that right now. Okay. 9:26. Just so you know, the 3-year anniversary of Ronaldo being permanently yeeted off of YouTube is coming up. It's the 29th of September. So mark your calendars. We're going to have a special presentation for that. This first video we're going to watch is dated September 26, 2021, and it is Negz live from the Greasy Spoon. So he had not yet lost his YouTube channel. Janine Cook, yes, this is definitely before Clara, although not that far before Clara. Clara came around, wasn't it February 2022 when Clara started coming around, like actually visiting Ron? It was February of 2022, and it was, I believe, April of 2022 that they announced officially they were in a relationship. Yes, unknown suspect, Jean. Thank you so much for bringing that to our attention. Yes, I do have a couple of new shirts in the merch store. Yeah, let's just take pause for a second before we get into Ron, and I will show you guys a couple new items in the merch store. The first one is the Halloween Skeleton Starbies t-shirt. Look how cute that sucker is. Let me get a link to put in the chat, or you can just, actually, I don't need to put a link. You can just click on the little product card. You should be seeing it in the bottom left of the screen. You can click on any of those. It takes you to the merch store. So yeah, Halloween Starbies, or Skeleton Starbies shirt. Look how cute that thing is. It is adorbs. What else did we add? Oh, this is another cute one. Halloween bows, pumpkins, ghosts. So cute. This one, if you get it on a black shirt, it's going to come with a purple outline. Super cute. Yes, Baba Booey, 2 years already. Okay, I love that one. There's also this one, Hello Pumpkin. How cute is that? I am really, really, really loving the sand colored shirts these days, for sure. Was that it? Was that all the new ones? It was just a couple. I think so. By the way, guys, I have been looking into the hoodies and crew neck sweatshirts for the Christmas collection launch, and don't worry, I have decided that we are going to be doing hoodies and crew neck sweatshirts. So stay tuned for that. I have a color palette. Okay, Mac Attack, is there kid sizes too? I'm so glad you asked me that, because yes, along with the Christmas collection 2024 launch that is coming up October 1st, the Christmas collection is going to feature kid sizes and kid designs. So I wasn't going to tell you guys that yet, but since you asked, yes, matter of fact, that section of the merch store, I was thinking about calling it Don't Forget the Unfortunate Looking Brats. No, I'm kidding. I think it's going to be something like Don't Forget the Kids. So yeah, you can shop for your grandkids, your nieces and nephews, the kids will have a couple of kid things too. Cause like for Halloween, like I made my grandkids a lot of different shirts for Halloween. There's a lot of cute designs, but obviously they're not on the merch store because you guys aren't kids. But I thought, fuck it. You know, everybody has to do their Christmas shopping. Why not? All right. So there you go. Take them to the park section. Yeah, for sure. All right. So that's fun. Let's see. Let me just look at this. Okay. So since we're on that, what do you guys think? So for hoodies and crew necks, I've decided I'm not even going to offer black for the Christmas collection. It's going to be white, sand, or light pink for the crew necks and the hoodies. And then t-shirts, I am going to offer black in the t-shirt, but also sand and light pink. So it's going to be a pink winter wonderland theme for the Christmas collection. So I'm excited. No, I'm taking gray out for Christmas. So, all right. But gray is still there for Halloween, so don't worry. Okay, so wait, where's my timestamp on this one? Okay, so back to you, Ron. So this is a live stream that Ronaldo did September 26, 2021. Now, this is just like a day or two after Callie and Shane filed the police report on Ron in Massachusetts. Okay, so let's go back over this this timeline because it's important. So where is it? Oh, here it is. Okay. September 22nd. What? Hold on. That's weird. Oh, okay. September 20. Oh, I just noticed this when I picked up my notes. Okay. September 22nd is the day that Beg Linda gave Ron, Callie and Shane's docs. I believe it was September 25th that Callie and Shane filed the police report. This live stream we're looking at right here is September 26th, and he talks about it a lot. It's the next day after the police report was filed. And then September 29th is the day that Ron and Beglenda were texting, and Ron told Beglenda he had been talking to his white nationalist friends and that they weren't happy that a woman of color and a quote unquote tranny took the income away from a white man. Because that's also the same day that Ron lost his YouTube channel. His YouTube channel was terminated on September 29th, the same day that he told Beggy about the white nationalists. So timeline is important. So this September 26th stream is the day after Callie and Shane filed the police report for Ron threatening them. The day after he got their docs from Belinda. Yeah, and it's 3 days before he lost his YouTube channel. 3 days before his YouTube channel was permanently terminated. Now, the police investigation had already begun. And it was as a result of that criminal investigation is why YouTube terminated his channel. But anyway, 48 minutes, 30 seconds. He is in a diner. He says where he's at. I think this is the little hole in the wall diner that's like literally a block down the street from his grandma's house, but I could be wrong. I don't know. All right, here we go.
Morning, sunshine. How are you?
So he's literally sitting at a booth in this diner in Connorsville. You can hear there's a lot of noise around him. It seems like the place is pretty full. And he fires up a live stream on his YouTube channel. I mean, this is like peak. You know, this was like the peak, the height of him, of Ron and Belinda and Gigi harassing the shit out of Callie and Shane. Okay. And here he thinks he's Billy fucking badass over here.
Everybody else at the diner is talking to somebody, so I thought I'd talk to y'all like while I'm sitting here waiting on my breakfast.
Sorry. Yes, don't fence me in. So this is before Clara became his female girlfriend. Clara became his girlfriend about 6 months after this. Yes, thank you, don't fence me in. So this is approximately 6 months pre-DC. Should I put that on the screen, you think? Just so people can remember that? Let's do that. Okay. So, this video is 6 months, approximately 6 months pre-DC becoming Ron's female girlfriend. Remind me to take this down off of the screen when we're done with this one, because we're not going to watch this whole thing. It's 48 minutes. I have 2 or 3 timestamps, and then we're going to move on to another one. How about that? This is going to be a fun one. April, you got your screeny ready, honey? Are you screening?
Morning, Rim.
Is he bald on top under the hat? Of course.
Me, how you doing? What's up, Rowan? Hey, Miss Liz. Sunshine. How you doing, Mary? What's up? What's up? Kristen. Miss MacGyver. I have my glasses on. Sorry. Yes, I'm just waiting on my yucca and gravy, and then we're gonna eat and chat for a few, and then I'm gonna go home and finish the day. I just got biscuits and gravy. I eat very light breakfast, but I don't like to eat. I don't really like to just eat breakfast. I don't like to come to the diner.
When the hell has biscuits and gravy ever been considered a light breakfast? Are you kidding me? Anytime I've ever had biscuits and gravy, it has literally sat in my stomach like a fucking rock, like a brick. Don't fence me and said, fix your hair, Ronnie.
Coffee and yeah. What's up, David? What's up, Angelina? How you doing? You miss your Midwest biscuits and gravy? Hey, let's get some thumbs up because the wokeness monster has been ratioing me. By the way, where'd French Fry Girl go? Was she supposed to go live on her second channel last night? Did she lie to her audience too? I was just curious. Where are Callie and Shane at? Are they realizing that there's consequences for their actions?
Don't forget, this is the day after Callie and Shane filed the police report on him that resulted in not 1 but 2 criminal charges, misdemeanors, out of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. Threatening to commit a crime, count 1, murder, count 2, assault. Tell us more about how Callie and Shane learned that there are consequences to their actions. Ron.
I'm at a diner called Parkview Restaurant. Yeah, and I'm only streaming because I picked the seat just because my back's to the wall and you can't see anybody else. So I don't want to violate anybody else's privacy. Really cute waitresses here. Yeah.
Really cute waitresses. Oh God, what a slime ball.
What Angelina, I just started to stream. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'm having coffee at a diner.
Look at Ron, as always. What are you talking about? I didn't do nothing.
What are you talking about?
Rowan Page, I'm going to read your comment. I love a good fluffy biscuit and gravy, but it makes me feel super fluffy the whole day. My kid loves them too and doesn't mind gas station biscuits and gravy when I don't make them for a while. Rowan Page, the only place I have ever had gas station biscuits and gravy was the what was that gas station called? Shit, it's down there in Muldraugh, fucking Kentucky. Now I can't remember the name of it. Anyway, they served biscuits and gravy in the morning. It was like a styrofoam cup, like a big styrofoam cup with a lid on it, and they put the biscuits and gravy in there. Holy shit. God, I can't remember the name of it now. Whatever. Anyway, that was the best shit ever. Those biscuits were like clouds in your mouth. Oh, Gothic unfortunately remembers this stream too. Yeah, it's pretty bad. No, it's not Buc-ee's. It's not Dutch's either. What is it? I'll look it up.
Thank you, Jen. Why the trolling? I'm sorry. I should have ordered scrambled eggs, right? Hey, Angelina, I don't care. That's going to be another problem you're going to have today. I do not care if you're mad at me because I'm not going to change anything.
Dodges. That's what it was
I don't
called.
care if you're mad at me.
It was called Dodges, not Dutches. Dodges in Muldraw. Gah. It's right outside of Fort Knox, the military base, Fort Knox. Yes. It's like, I don't know, not even 10 minutes north of Fort Knox. Hey, Sam in chat. Advice of the day: when fighting with your significant other, go do yard work. Amazing what you'll get done with an axe and a hammer. Back to 1-1.
If I care if people are mad at me, I would do what Hater Nation does. I know.
Ron was still wearing his Negative Nation merch back in 2021. That's so funny.
I know.
No way, really, Genitalia Pondu? That's nuts.
But anyway, I'm gonna have some dinner and I'm gonna breakfast. I'm gonna sit here and chat. And, yeah. Oh, they banned knives. This is stupid. You can't prevent people from killing one another. People are gonna kill one another if they want to. I break this and make it into a sharp object and stab you in the jugular, right? So what are they doing? Ban coffee mugs.
Yeah, I highly doubt you'd be able to pull off that maneuver, big guy.
By the way, I posted a couple of shorts on my channel showing at DC Media Girl not just contacted one job, but two.
What was that? You posted some shorts on your YouTube channel showing what? I'll tap her back. What was that?
By the way, I posted a couple of shorts on my channel showing at DC Media Girl not just contacted one job, but two. And she's out there crying about me saying apartment 103. Yeah, DC, you freaking communist. Shut up. You're not.
Oh my. And 6 months later, not even 6 months later, they were sharing a bed in grandma's stifling, hot, suffocating attic. You guys remember when DC first started going over to Ron's, when she first started driving 10 hours each way to play house with Ron, and they would stream from upstairs in the attic, and it was summertime, April, May, June, and it was so hot, and Clara's hair would be plastered to her forehead. Listen to that. So Clara's calling jobs, huh? Tragic says, DC Media Girl helped Callie and Shane file these charges. DC said on a stream he deserved to be put in his place. Really tragic? I believe you. I believe you 100%. I know DC Media Girl, just a few months before this, was contacting Yaba and myself directly and privately, asking for information, help, and advice on how to file charges or a court case against Ron. We told her we were out of it. We were not involving ourselves in anything relating to Ron Corbin anymore. That's what we told her. Mm-hmm.
Atheist, you're communist. Well, you are an atheist, but you're a communist.
Oh my God, Catacorn Mermaid, I saw that. Yes, DC went on her Ban Evading YouTube channel last night to do a stream. I think it was titled something like I'm back to talk smack. And she asked Ron to bring a fan in there, and he comes carrying this gigantic, 50-year-old fan. Filthy object. You think Clara would have bought a new fan or at least cleaned that one. He brings that rusted ass, dirty, filthy ass fan in there, plugs it in, and the internet freezes. And then it just goes to a black screen and she's gone forever. And then when she comes back, she's downstairs in the basement at Ron's setup. And she no sooner comes up on camera downstairs and Ron's like, I fixed it. So then she goes back upstairs. She gets upstairs, gets back on stream from her desk, and Ron tells her, oh my gosh, your sound's not right. It sounds like you're using the mic on your computer. And she's like, well, can you come fix it? Because I don't know how to fix this. And then that's when I turned it off. I was like, this is great, but I had shit to do. Tragic says DC and RSN used to be friends. Really? That's interesting, Tragic. You guys know RSN, right? RSN, the guy who literally came on his YouTube channel with a girl, the two of them together, not just on panel, but they were in the same room. I believe it was a hotel room. And he literally confesses to the internet that she is a fan of his, that he flew out to come stay with him in this hotel, and that he gave her alcohol and drugs, and she told him no when he made sexual advances at her. He told her no repeatedly, and he persisted. And then finally, she just gave in because he wasn't respecting her saying no. And he literally admitted to raping that girl. That RSN? DC was friends with RSN, huh? That's wild. That clip from the Discord of Ronaldo to Callie and Shane was given to them by DC Media Girl. No, say it ain't so. DC also gave it to RSN to review on his channel. Wow. Look at all the piping hot tea being spilled over here in my chat. DC was the main reason he got charged. And then she turned around and befriended him and started dating him and moved in with him. That's wild. I wonder if that's why they insist to this day, Ron and Clara tell this bold-faced ass fucking lie that Yaba had to take a restraining order out on me, which she didn't. She never even filed one. She never even considered it. There was no reason to. So that's interesting. That tracks. Okay. Yes, she was underage. He got her drunk. Yes. All right. Anyway, back to you, Ron. September 26, 2021, the day after Callie and Shane filed the police report on you that got you charged, and 3 days, T-minus 3 days before YouTube terminated your channel forever. And we are, tomorrow's the 26th. This is almost 3 years to the day since he sat in the greasy spoon. Ronaldo's Discord went nuts when Ronaldo and DC became. I bet it did.
Ignoring your DMs. What DMs?
Hey, Link Webster. See you later, hon.
Are you being? Yeah.
Is that the guy who had a podcast with Katie? I don't know. Did Ron and Katie have a podcast? Not to my recollection.
European whites, so I need to go back how many hundreds of years to feel bad that your feelings are hurt? Get the fuck out of here. Hey, guess what? I'm allowed to preserve the white race too. Yeah, it's okay to be white. I can be proud of being white, and I'm allowed to advocate for the preservation of the white race. So you need to get off your white hating bandwagon, motherfuckers.
Oh, RSN. Yes. Thank you. Yes.
I'm so sick of it. I'm sick of being hated every day because I'm a male and I'm white. It's getting old. I have no privilege. I am not European. I am American. I have American privilege, as does every other American here.
This guy ordered, and it came up same time you were said that he left.
Oh.
You want it?
I don't. I'll just shove it to the side.
Okay.
I don't know if I can eat all that, but I appreciate it.
And then
She asked him if he wants it, and he's like, I'll just shove it to the side. It's a yes or no, Ron. Just say, no, thank you. I'll never be able to eat all that. Or say, you know what? I'll take it home to my kid, which is what he ends up doing. Spoiler. But we're going to bop past that. I'm actually going to go to the first timestamp that I wrote down as I was listening to this. He says a lot of fucking ignorant shit in this one. But here I found that, oh, look at that. Look at that still, would you? Look at that still.
You see, Callie, you see how you're no different than how Al Sharpton was down there talking about the Border Patrol agents using whips. Those were the reins for the horse, you lying piece of crap. You see, Callie, you see how you're no different than Reverend Al Sharpton? He lives with his rich white privilege and uses it to cut down poor white people. Yeah. That's right. Callie is inciting the hate. I've never incited racial hate towards Callie.
Well, here's the thing, Big Him, is you have to understand the context in which he's saying these things. He's only talking like this and saying this shit because him and Belinda and Gigi have been attacking Callie and Shane at this time. And the main shit it was a bunch of racist shit that they were going on and on. That's the only reason he's talking about this, because he's fighting with a black woman. Wendy from Dr. Phil, thank you so much for being here. Wendy from Dr. Phil says, I hate Ron for a litany of reasons, none of which include the fact that he is white and male. Exactly, Wendy, exactly. And for one, the shit between Ron, Belinda, and Gigi against Callie was one side. Against Callie and Shane was one-sided. Callie and Shane were not interacting. They were not entertaining that shit. That was all them going after Callie and Shane. And as you can see from the text messages between Ron and Belinda during this exact time, the text messages dated the same exact week as this tirade of his at the Greasy Spoon on September 26th. They're talking about, Ron's talking about, I've talked to my white nationalist friends. They don't like that a white man's income was taken away by a black woman and a tranny. Those were the private conversations between Ron and Belinda during this time. And this is the shit he's saying online. Not because Callie was out there using race or bringing up race or, calling Ron whatever. No, it was Ron and Belinda and Gigi who made everything about race. Look at Discounted Life. Discounted Life. Oh, it's talking about Charlie Gold attacked a Caucasian YouTuber. Like, the fuck? He met the white nationalist on TikTok. Of course he did. Of course he did. Fruit Punch says Ron is the epitome of white privilege, literally sits on his ass and gets handed his life and is still a whiny bitch. Okay, I'm glad you said that.
Never.
We're going to come back to that. We're going to get to that real quick, Fruit Punch.
I wrote a song saying...
here it is. This is the timestamp I wanted y'all to hear.
Towards Callie.
They hated Callie because she liked Charlie, who Gigi to this day will not get over her rejecting him.
That's right. Callie is inciting the hate. I have never incited racial hate towards Callie. Ever. Never. I wrote a song saying, the lesson here is if you fuck with my kids, I'll split your skull and turn it into a sieve, which is art. And before they get to the scene of the crime, I'll be gone and no one will drop a dime. That's what you're calling the cops about, right? It doesn't even say your name. It doesn't even say your name. You know what? You assume it's about you because you know that you've pushed me that far, right? It's the only reason you know it's about you. This song wasn't racist. She's nuts. I don't think people are understanding. I don't know why Hater Nation is so cool with her living with all these privileged white people and doing what she does. It's literally, them doing that literally shows how big of a fraud they are. Do you understand that? They're like, oh, Callie's hiding behind white privilege to attack white people. It's fucking funny. It's funny.
Hold on. Here we go. I mean, I never incited, what did he say? Oh, first of all, look at these text messages. They are literally date and time stamped. Oh, wait, here we go. Date and time stamped. September 29th, 2029, or 2021, 6:59 a.m. LOL, thanks. By the way, I really have been speaking to white nationalists. They are pissed as fuck that a group of minorities took a white man's income, a white man's money, especially a tranny. Oh, shit. Did I or did I not give them hints? But hold on. This video we're watching right now, 3 days before, he's saying that he never, what did he say? Never inflicted race or whatever on Callie and Shane. Hold on.
His song was right. Name the cops about, right? I'll be gone. It's about you because you know. And before they get to the scene of the crime, the song saying incited racial hate.
There we go.
That's right. Callie is inciting the hate. I've never incited racial hate towards Callie. Ever.
Oh, that's crazy because 3 days later, you tell Belinda that you're talking to white nationalists about them. Oh, hey, Callie's Bathroom Studio. Nice to see you. Okay, what did Fallen Angel say? Oh, wait. Callie's Bathroom Studio says, Fallen Angel, he used to be in Charlie's chat kissing her ass, trying to get her attention and claiming he was inspired to make a channel because of her. Oh my God. You know what? Callie's Bathroom Studio? I don't think I even knew that. Really? Yes, the Discounted Life channel was literally named after Callie. Gigi gassed him up and so did Belinda. Gave him the tools and watched him go down in flames doing their dirty work. Nikki Peen, I'm gonna pin that because that is spot the fuck on. This is Gigi. Gigi, the Discounted Life channel, was literally named after Callie. Gigi gassed Ron up and so did Belinda. gave him the tools, and watched him go down in flames doing their dirty work. Wow. And how did that end up working out for you in the end, Ron?
Listen, I squashed my beef with the gaining ground and apologize for any inappropriate remarks I made, and I regret them.
Lisa Simpson said, "This is who the Grift Gang has now made peace with, who Belinda currently defends, and people in their community can be found in Ron and Clara's chat." You're right. I should. Okay, hold on.
Never. I wrote a song saying, the lesson here is if you fuck with my kids, I'll split your skull and turn it into a sieve, which is art. And before they get to the scene of the crime, I'll be gone and no one will drop a dime. That's what you're calling the cops about, right? It doesn't even say your name. It doesn't even say your name. You know what you assume it's about you because you know that you've pushed me that far, right? It's the only reason you know it's about you. This song wasn't racist. She's nuts. I don't think people are understanding. I don't know why Hater Nation is so cool with her living with all these privileged white people and doing what she does. It's literally, them doing that literally shows how big of a fraud they are. Do you understand that? They're like, oh, Callie's hiding behind white privilege to attack white people. It's fucking funny. It's funny. So what's the gut going live about today? Is she going to cry some more? Is she going to cry? My channel. 7 days, baby. We got till Friday. Be careful on that ban evasion. Be careful on that, because remember when you guys tried to get Miss Hussey shut down and you got Peanut shut down for a ban evasion? Well, just because you got a second channel, that's a ban evasion. Just letting you know you're skirting terms of service by creating your second channel. That's cool.
That aged well, did it not?
You do your thing. You go live and we'll just see what happens. She's not allowed to stream. She's going on her second channel, which is skirting, as Callie would say, skirting the terms of service. But it's women who feel marginalized, so we must bow down. Oh, the Democrats aren't going to win a single seat in midterms now. I almost wonder if...
Shut up. That's interesting. Okay, so when was this? September 26, 2021. Let's just go see what was going on over on the farms and the hater during that time, shall we? Oh, look, that Atomic Age Animal. Hater Nation are so unbothered that they got Negz's Discord server where he posts all the receipts of their fuckery shut down. Nice. Oh, look, DC Media Sped responds, haters might be disappointed because Ron loves this shit. He's not going to duck and run like some of the others have. Callie and FF Gunt had better buckle up because look how long Ron's been going at MFW. And I agree, Atomic. FF Gunt seems very nervous about this live. Another shining example of can't dish it out. Can dish it out, can't take it. No, whatever. Shut up. Oh, look, that's about Shane. Oh, look at this. Boob Gravy says, oh, it now appears that Hater Nation is going to take this off the internet into the local authorities. That was September 24th. That's exactly what they did. DC Media Sped says, well, maybe when the cops come, they can show them Callie and Shane's YouTube channels and mention how they bully and cyber stalk obese women on the internet. That's right. They were gassing him up and he took the bait and lost his channel. And what are they doing this time? Here's Atomic Age Animal says, I watched a Negz live stream last night and he essentially said that now that Shane's family's Facebook and contact info has been doxxed, Negz is going to contact his family, who he claims are quite privileged. I haven't checked it out, so I don't know. And tell them what trash Callie is marrying into their family. It's weird how it's fine when the haters get into the families of Gigi, Belinda, etc.'s Facebook accounts and drag them into their idiocy. And it's weird how it's fine when people contact Gigi's employer when the goons insert herself into Chantel's real life and fantasize about physical aggression towards her, etc. But when Negz says he's going to troll Shane troll Shane? Huh. But when Negz says he's going to troll Shane by reminding Shane's family that their son is marrying the human incarnation of syphilis brain rot, now it's police time. To be clear, I'm not saying Negz couldn't stand to calm down. His latest lives come off as very ranty and ravey and on the rog medsy. I'm just saying I don't understand why what's good for the goose isn't good for the gander, Hater Nation. ETA, Negz responds to the police call. Reminds me that he had said he'd directly called Shane's family. It's an intrusive, retarded troll, but no more so than calling Gigi's employer to tell them Gigi's a racist. Oh, wowzers. Look at that. See, Ron, this is another time when the Farms was gassing you up. And how did that end? That's so much fun. Look at all this support. Look at that. There's old Clarahandra's ass. Look at that. Who is this? Atomic Age Animal again. Anyway, combining these 2 points, I did laugh when Negz referenced Clara and the newest cow FFG wannabe. Jesse talks hunched, limbering, fat posture and diagrammed it for his audience. I can't clip it right now, but I'll add my own captions to convey Negz's general point. Look at that. Oh, look who is the superstar. Negz also observed that she doesn't only slip in and out of AAVE, but her speech switches into other inflections as well. Look at that. Just stroking that motherfucker. Okay, where were we? Enough of that dirty, filthy, nasty place. Back to you, Ron. Okay. 3430. Let's see what that was. I don't recall.
How I feel about being white, though. You know what I'm saying? I never really put much stock in it, being white and all that, until I realized how dangerous everybody thinks it is to be white.
Three days later.
So now I understand that people want me dead. Okay? Callie and Shane would have me murdered if they could. I'll just be honest with you. That is the ideology that they subscribe to is that it ain't right to be white, and they would have me eliminated if they could. They would put all of us in internment camps and concentration camps if they had their way. So
yes, that's the Buick. Long live Ron's grandma's Buick. Yes, Shane is white, for those who don't know.
I'm proud to be white, baby. I am. White pride. I'm going to say it here right now. White motherfucking pride. All day, every day. I'm proud to be white. You're not going to make me ashamed of being white. And that's it. Don't like it? Don't know what to tell you. I don't know how many times I've seen trans pride, gay pride, black pride, Hispanic pride, Asian pride, but you say white pride, you're a racist.
Yes, this is before GERD had Hunch severely medicated. Yes, thank you for pointing that out.
Tell me what's wrong with that? You want to tell me why it's okay to be gay but not okay to be white? I think it's okay to be gay, but why is that? Why is being gay celebrated but being white is vilified? I'm proud of my race. I am proud of being white, and I do not appreciate people trying to eliminate white people. What are you doing?
The fact that he drove his grandma's Buick like literally 1 block over to get biscuits and gravy was great. Okay, that's all the timestamps I had on that one. Just give me a second here. Oh, this one I find aged well, and I wanted to share it with you all. Hold on. Here we go. share this tab instead. Let me make sure the audio came with it. It did. It's only 59 seconds. Here we go.
Oh, yeah, but what are you going to do now? Fretchy, what are you going to do now? What are you going to do now? You're gonna come back around, try to get into the blood sports, the AARP's blood sports with me and the other people now. There is a weight limit in the AARP blood sports. At least there are weight categories is what I'm trying to say.
This is when Chantal got terminated.
There's a weight limit on the shuttle that brings you to the arena, but there are weight classes. So you two are going to have to start out by fighting each other in AARP blood sports. And then once you decrease your weight, which is obviously going to happen after the Chantal Easy Coin goes away, then you can join the champions in the Thunderdome. What are you going to do now? You based your entire content off one person.
All right. That was cute. That was funny. All right. This hold on. Here we go. This is a live stream that I believe was June 24th, 2022. As you can see, Clara is seated down here next to Ronaldo in his grandma's attic. You can see as you watch this clip, pay special attention to both Ronaldo's sweaty brow and also Clarahandra's appearance and how her hair and her extensions are literally sweat slapped to her face. And just enjoy that particular component of the clip, if you will. Before I play it though, can anybody tell me who this Amy person is? I know this is Angry Veteran, that fucking freak. This is Issa Jana, which, by the way, if you look at Issa Jana, if you look at her little picture really close, she looks a lot like Beth Thomas, and that's all I'm really going to say about it. I know, Baba Booey, those bangs stuck to her forehead were always my favorite too, for sure. Who is Amy? I think she's got somewhat of an accent, perhaps British. And Chantal started roasting herself in a Kuwait desert not long after this. The parallels are uncanny, for sure. Anyway, I don't know who Amy is. Tajik says one of my greatest trolls was telling Ronaldo to make a public Discord and to say off-the-wall stuff. Then I never participated. Ronaldo and Cliffy said stuff I could have never imagined. Flaming Amy? Amy is a drunken wacko. Flaming Amy, is that who it is? Okay, well, anyway, I didn't know who it was. I figured I'd ask. Now I know. All right, so anyway, again, this is like June 24th, 2022. So Ron and Clara had been public in a relationship at this point for just over 2 months. Oh, Amy had a drunken meltdown and took a keyboard nap. Oh, that's funny. A racist drunken meltdown. Oh, nice. All right. Well, anyway, listen to this shit.
Look like a good time. Dude, we had a blast. We've done so much this summer. Like a lot.
Oh, God, I have it spit up. Sorry. Let's go back to normal. Oh, I'm not gonna go back to the beginning to play it for you. Just take my word for it that he says this. But at the beginning, Clara wasn't sitting next to him. It was just him alone over here. And I think Amy might have been on panel already. But Ron says something to the effect of, we've spent like $350 this week alone feeding the family. You mean Clara had spent $350 that week alone feeding your family, going out to dinner? Because Ron, we all know you could never. You couldn't feed your kids when it was your responsibility to feed them, sir. Sam and Yaba, when I want a good laugh, I go back to your stream together, introducing the power couple and mimicking Grandma. Ron, does your friend like pizza? Ashley Wilcox, thank you. I'm glad you can enjoy it. All right, listen, this is funny.
It's gotta be our friend. I'm pretty sure he's poking it out a little bit. But that's his shtick. Like he makes high six figures a year to do that. And then he probably made like, I don't know, $5,000 that night,
Right.
right? Just to go on stage for an hour and a half and then get stoned with a bunch of local yokels.
Chantal's missing out big time.
Yeah, dude, she would get treated like a queen in Indiana by some of these simps. I'm telling you, dude. I've seen them. There's yeah, I mean, they're all usually toothless and a little bald and look like they're 85, but they're really 28.
Oh, so sex on Negz, yeah, fantastic.
You never heard of Trailer Park Boys? I discovered them on accident on Netflix during a fucking miserable summer. We were sitting inside and he was in his room and I was in the other room dying because it was like 99 and the air conditioning was stretched to the limit, and I just turned it on and binge watched it.
Cool.
Oh shit. Don't know how to drink out of a can.
Special.
How you doing? No.
Are we taking lessons from Percy?
At the minute. Bing, 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 bing,
Oh,
bing, bing, bing.
God, help. Not religious, but please, for the love of God, please help.
Okay, and on that note, I'm gonna go bake.
Okay, I'm already baked though.
Look at that. DC cut the fuck out. Halfway through that little skit, DC remembered that she needed to be laughing at Ronaldo's jokes. So she did what she had to do, and then she cut the fuck out. Look. Let's watch it again. Watch DC.
Bald and
Oh,
I know,
no.
right?
You're
85, but
on
you're really
Netflix.
28.
Oh, so sex on Negz, yeah, fantastic.
Isn't this the father of not one, but two special needs children? Kimberly, I'm so glad you got it and love it. Thank you for letting me know.
You never heard of Trailer Park Boys? I discovered them on accident on Netflix during a fucking miserable summer. We were sitting inside and he was in his room and I was in the other room dying because it was like 99 and the air conditioning was stretched to the limit, and I just turned it on and binge watched it.
Cool.
Oh shit. Don't know how to drink out of a can.
Special.
How you doing? No.
Are we taking lessons from Percy?
At the minute. Bing, 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 bing,
Oh,
bing, bing, bing.
God, help. Not religious, but please, for the love of God, please help.
Okay, and on that note, I'm gonna go bake.
Okay, I'm already baked.
Wait, what
Oh,
happened?
what you baking?
Bye, darling.
What is she making?
What are you making?
Peanut butter and jelly.
Did you hear?
Look at the way he looks up at me, Ma, when he says, "What are you making? What are you making me?" Watch.
Wait, what
Oh,
happened?
what you baking?
Bye, darling.
What is she making?
What are you making?
Peanut butter and jelly.
Did you hear that? Peanut butter and
No.
jelly cookies, too.
Peanut butter and jelly cookies. Who the fuck? What's a peanut butter and jelly cookie? I will say though, I've seen a peanut butter and jelly donut at a truck stop once. Tragic said, "Is that me?" I don't think so.
Oh,
I know,
nice.
right?
Cookies.
Nice.
I'll let you know how they are.
Oh yeah, you lost all
that.
that weight. Now
I'm
she's gonna
driving.
put some back on you.
I'm driving.
Hey, I'm down to
driving
one,
over
That's
there
what's
right
gonna
now.
happen. I'm just kidding.
I'm down to 192.
Oh wow.
Oh, hey,
Who's the other guy? That's angry veteran, total fucking loser, degenerate.
hell yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, buddy. I've lost quite a bit of weight.
I don't know about a PB&J cookie, Fallen Angel 6969. I mean, I would definitely eat a PB&J donut, though. I don't know.
And
Good
a
job,
lot of
man.
a lot of visceral fat in my legs. and starting to lose more of my visceral fat in my torso.
Yes, tragic. Yes. Angry veteran is the convicted wife beater. He is. Yes, that's him. Thank you for reminding us. I had forgotten because AV is a fucking loser who I don't give an ounce of my time to. Drama B wants to know how much of that 192 is Hunt. Ha! That was funny as shit. Okay, I just wanted to hear you. I wanted you guys to hear him say how fat he was. Okay, listen, this one, moving on. This one is from January 17th, 2019. All right, so we're going back again, further back. So this is January 17th, 2019. Ron still had a YouTube channel during this time. He did not lose his channel for, it would be another year and a half, over a year and a half before, 2 years. This is 2019. So he still had a YouTube channel, but this was not on YouTube. This was on the Live Me. This was the first time Ron quit YouTube and went to Live Me. Actually, hold on. Before we watch that one, we're going to watch this one. This one is titled When Negz Thought He Made It Big. It's been 25 years. All right.
For milestones for me.
Okay, so I'm not completely sure the date of this, but this was, again, it was the same time frame of when he left YouTube back in 2018, and he was over on Live Me for quite a while before he decided he was going to come back to YouTube. So this was sometime in probably early 2019.
Hit 30K. We're going to hit 30,000 fans tonight. Guaranteed. I almost guarantee. If we're not there already, we're going to be there. We will be there.
Again, this is Live Me. He's excited because he's going to hit, did he say 30,000 fans on Live Me? Also take note here, he's live on Live Me. Look at how many people were watching. 316. So he is really excited. He's really amped up. He's feeling like a success finally for the first time literally in his life.
25 years, guys.
Thank you, Kimberly. I'm so glad you love it.
25 years. It's actually been 27 years since I first saw Mike Patton on Saturday Night Live swinging a ball bat around, dressed up like a clown. I wanted to be nothing more than a third baseman for the Cincinnati Reds. All I ever wanted to do was play baseball. I wanted to be a third baseman. I wanted to work for Marge Schott. I wanted to do, that's all I ever wanted to do. And we were watching Saturday Night Live one night, and here came Mike Patton from Faith No More. Swinging his bat, dude. He's dressed up like a clown. What was that song? I can't remember what it. Oh, You Come From Out of Nowhere. Thank you, Corey. And that night, 28.8 thousand fans, maybe 1,200. Thank you, Allie. From that moment forward, my brain went, wait a minute, maybe I don't want to play baseball anymore. I want to be a musician because I was, baseball was fun. I loved baseball, and let's be real. And had I pursued that and made it, I'd be a millionaire and retired right now. Let's be real. But I may not have been happy. So, or maybe I wouldn't have made it at all. Maybe I would have torn my ACL and been hemmed up. Filling up water gallons, you do your thing, Millie. And I said, I want to be an entertainer. I want to be in front of a crowd, all eyes on me. I want to be swinging that bat around. I want to be playing that guitar. And it started out just me. Mom and Negz bought me a guitar that year or something. And at first I got an acoustic guitar from my friends, and I sat in the backseat of their car playing. I heard it through the grapevine on the first song string. Over and over and over and over and over again. And then Mom and Negz bought me a guitar, and I used to pack this thing up and down the road to these level up. What's good? DQ, if you want to host my videos, I'm not opposed to that. I am not, because I don't need to host them for clout or for money or for subs or anything like that. I just want to host them so people on Live Me can experience these things. So anyway, I used to pack this thing up down the road. Eventually, I hung it up, and I didn't play it for a year. I kind of got a little preppy. It was like, girls were starting to like me. So I was like, and then my friend Cooper said, why would you play that thing? And then Kurt Cobain was infused into my life. And I never turned back. I played my first show when I was 16. I barely knew how to play power chords. Actually, I know the song that I played, one of the first songs that I played live 25 years ago. And I don't know how many shows I've played since then. I don't know how many people I've played in front of since then. It's in the hundreds. It's in the thousands. I don't know how many T-shirts I've sold, but I've always, thank you, Alec. Yeah, isn't that cool? Positive vibes. Let me show you my other shirt. I'm gonna talk while I walk. I just kept
Positive vibes.
pursuing it, guys. I would work 14-hour days, and then when I would get off work, I would go to band practice and practice in this house that had cats. I would literally sit there and nearly die to play. Woohoo! I'm number 100 on your board, Corey. I love you, dude. And then when we moved here, you guys know the story about Little Negz and Daddy Negz moving here. We moved here on credit card debt and a little bit of savings. I went in that room in there, I set up my computer, and I didn't leave that desk for, I've never left it. I've taken 2 or 3 days off in the last 2.5 years. And we went from 32 views with 2 thumbs up, 5 thumbs down, to thousands of subs, to nobody knowing who we are, to everybody knowing who we are, to everybody doing videos on us and all that drama stuff, to completely being able to abandon Patreon, abandon YouTube, abandon Twitter, screw all that negativity, get all it out of my life, got it out of my life, came over here, and it was like, I'm home. 25-year journey, guys. 25-year journey to sit here and have this opportunity. And I know to some of you it may not seem like a big deal, but to me, it's a tremendous deal. It's the biggest thing I've ever accomplished in my life outside of continuing my bloodline for all of eternity. I had to drop out of college. I didn't have to, but I did drop out of college so I could focus on my son. And I spent years panicking because
What was that? Single dad?
college so I had to drop out of college. I didn't have to, but I did drop out of college so I could focus on my son. And I spent years.
Dropped out of college so he could focus on his son. That is the equivalent of, I got a heat press for $20, but I'm going to sell it because it's worth $120. That tracks.
Panicking because I didn't know what I was going to do. I was like, if I hit 40 and I don't have anything going on, what am I going to do with my life? I've given up. I could go back and get my degree, but I mean, guys, when I say I'm a single dad, I'm a single dad. There's no way that I could go outside this house and work a full-time job. I'd be fired because I'd have to miss work eventually. That's just how it is. So I had to make.
Wow. So single parents can't work jobs, huh?
I'm a single dad. There's no way that I could go outside this house and work a full-time job. I'd be fired because I'd have to miss work eventually. That's just how it is. So I had to make something work. I didn't leave my desk. I haven't left that desk yet. And here we are now. Thank you, Charlie. I've never, ever used anybody. I've never been fake to anybody and then turn around and admonish them publicly. I've never done that. I've never used anybody. I've been friends with famous rich people, and I never used them to my benefit. For the love of God, Trisha Paytas wanted to fly me out to LA, and that was a cool name dropping moment and stuff. But
Trisha Paytas did not really want to fly him out to LA. Trisha Paytas wanted Ron to stop making videos on her because she did not want her name associated with his. And she ended up giving him like a $250 super chat to get him to stop talking about her. She did not want her name in his mouth.
I've never used that to my benefit. As a matter of fact, I lost subscribers. If anybody remembers, I lost subs because I was friends with Trisha Paytas. I lost money.
You weren't friends with Trisha Paytas, you fucking weirdo. But okay. Exactly, Fauntleroy. Imagine being looked down on by fucking Trisha Paytas. Look at this shirt. Good vibes only. How many of those shirts did you sell? That's actually a decent design. Like, people might actually buy that shirt. Don't forget, guys, click the one of the links on the bottom left-hand corner of this screen to visit my merch store. The Halloween collection is live now. I added 3 new shirts to it just this morning. And now through October 31st, get 15% off of all orders of $40 or more. And exciting news, in just 6 days, October 1st, the Christmas collection is dropping. So make sure you keep an eye out for that. Yes, I say, Mama, I got your order, girl. Put it on the merch site.
That's where we're at now. If you're new here and you're just seeing Stay Negative, it's an oxymoron. Or keep it real. Silver, thank you for that Guardian. How did I miss that? Thank you, Dollface. Thank you for the magic wand.
Oh, okay. Well, that ended that. Oh, can't play that neither. Hold on. Here's where we were. All right. So now this is January 17th, 2019. As you can see, Ron is still on Live Me. He has 61 people watching. Yeah, let's see what he had to say. Shall we?
I don't think I have it in me anymore to turn these cameras on and sit here for hours for nothing. I don't have it in me. I can't do it anymore. I'm 42 years old. I've got other skills. I need to either use those skills or figure something else out.
Spoiler, he had no other skills. He did not use any other skills, and he did not figure something else out. Unless you count shacking up with Clarahondra because he was promised a piece of her dead aunt's bag. Unless you can't consider that figuring something else out, then okay.
Because I just don't know how I went from in October paying my bills to...
The date of this is January 17th, 2019. So when he says October, he means October 2018. Okay, wow. That was fast, huh? That crumbled pretty quick, didn't it? Look at that still.
Struggling to get 2 real people in a broadcast.
What?
How does that to struggling to go? Because I just don't know how I went from in October paying my bills to struggling to get 2 real people in a broadcast. How does that happen? How do you go from paying your bills on YouTube to being completely run off by a bunch of fucking stupid bitches who couldn't just fucking leave me the fuck alone? So there's either 2 facts of the matter. Is that everybody was watching me and giving me and tipping me and everything because they felt bad because my child died. And they didn't want to tell me that my songs suck, my music suck, and I'm just not that fucking interesting. Because I was a hell of a lot more interesting to everybody when I was a hot mess right after Mason's death. And right at any time people were harassing me and everything, people were right here supporting me all the time. Right here. Oh, they were front fucking row to see the tears flow and to see everything else. Where the fuck are they now? They sure as fucking here. I've given my time, countless hours to this. I've sacrificed time with my family. I've sacrificed everything to build this up, and now it's fucking ruined for no reason. I've done nothing to nobody. I wasn't good enough to raise my son. Now he's in a fucking hole in the ground. No, I wasn't good enough for that. I'm not good enough for this. I'm not good enough for a woman to even want to be with me without fucking lying to me and cheating or doing some stupid shit. I'm not good enough to have friends. I've given it all up for this bullshit and I can't do it anymore. I'm not doing it anymore. They win. I can't get a fucking career because I have nobody to help me. I have nobody to watch my kid. So I have to dedicate every day of my life to raising another human, which I love doing.
but I can't even go out and get a career because there's nobody to help me.
He's literally blaming his kid, the one and only kid that he took any responsibility for, only because his mother made him, because the state of Florida would have charged him with child abandonment if he did not come collect the kid while the kid's mom was in jail. Using him as the excuse, the reason for why he couldn't have a job and why he literally did nothing with his life. Unreal. Goofy Dome, Goofy Ho, bitch. Thank you so much for being a member for 26 months. Claire has sucked the life out of him. It's insane. It is. Fallen Angel 6969. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate your support of my channel. It's amazing how single parents do it so much better than you, Ron. Isn't it? Isn't it amazing? Wow. So what do single parents who have no help and no one to watch their kid do, Ron? What do they do? Do they go get, I don't know, free government housing, food stamps, and Medicaid, and then sit around and bitch and cry about how they can't get a job because they have a kid and no one to watch them?
You guys don't want to fucking hear this shit.
Quitter. All right. There was that. What else do we have here? 12/27/18. So this is a month, not even a month prior. This is a few days prior, really. A week or two prior. What happened? There we go. This one I have timestamps for. It gets a little icky, so trigger warning. So this is December 27th, 2018. And also, guess what? Guess what I found out, guys? Jessica Giles, the mother of the boy that Ron claims was his child who passed away. The reason that Ron and Jessica do not even speak anymore is because Jessica had no idea that Ron was going on this live me and talking about her son and her. And when she found out, that was it. There was no more communication between the two of them. Apparently he was lying, saying that I don't know, saying that he was, helping her cope and comforting her and this and that. And apparently it was a big fat lie. So I don't know. I don't know if Street Carp is in the chat. I think she knows a little bit more about that than I do. I don't know. But anyway, so this one, 26. Okay, listen. So in this clip, who he's talking about is Mason's mom. Hey, look at Drama Queen in the chat. Who's Drama Queen? DQ went on to be who? I totally forget. Refresh my memory. Oh, there's Street Carp. She says, I know a lot. I know you do. Street Carp says, I met Jessica. She seemed nice. I wonder, I'm just so confused. If we're to believe what Ron is about to tell us and that he was, Missy 007. Yes, thank you. So this Drama Queen in the chat, that's Missy 007, same person. So yeah, he says in this clip that he spent, I'll let you play it and then we'll go back to it.
So it always works like this. This is how it works. Is I will sit here and comfort his mother. I will hold her while she's upset. Comfort her, and then when she leaves, I come online and I get browbeaten over it.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy that we're to believe that Jessica was running to the arms of Ron Corbin to be comforted after the loss of her son, yet Jessica didn't name Ron as the child's father in the obituary. See how the print's not printing, the math's not mathing, the shit don't add up. It just doesn't add up. Let's see. He was definitely in full tombstone shaped shield victim mode in this particular stream, so I'm just going to cut to the clips.
I wish I'd have quit YouTube 6 years ago.
No, that is little Neg's mom was in Florida. She's not in Florida anymore.
It's just a continuation of what I endured in grade school. It's just a continuation of that bullying. Only now I'm a grown man and a father, so the means of doing it are different, and it's exhausting.
Literally fucking crying. Oh, look, it's Straubs. Right, unknown suspect Gene. Mrs. Coleman fucked him up. Uh-oh, pizza pan
It
drama.
never passes, Nurse Ratchet.
Also, who was Nurse Ratchet? Who was that? I remember Nurse Ratchet. I know they had a different name too.
It passes, but then it comes
Yeah, and he wonders what happened to his Live Me channel, why that tanked.
right back.
Hold on. Oh, look at that. God, I'm good. That one is going in the personal files. Oh, look, he's wearing his Good Vibes t-shirt he was just wearing the other day when he was feeling really super successful.
Where's my crybaby box?
Yeah, Ron, where's your crybaby box?
Just a second, please.
I'm pretty sure he was living in his mom's attic apartment during this time, but I could be wrong. This could be that house he moved into for a short time that he couldn't afford.
No, Catty Kid, you're not blocked. Oh yeah, I lost.
Oh, Tragic says we have DMs where DC tells us Ronaldo only has custody of his kid in Florida, and it could be a problem if they knew they lived in Indiana. Probably some blackmail she has over Ronaldo. Oh, I don't know about that. I mean, he's on Benny's in the state of Indiana and has been, so I don't know.
That's not cool. What up, baby?
Oh, look, Agree Veneran, the convicted wife beater, has entered chat. There he is with the blue butterfly by his name.
Because everywhere I go, no matter what I'm talking about or what I'm doing, one of these fuck nuts are in the group just watching and waiting to fucking, when can I type Mason's name? When can I type Mason's name? Because I'm a fucking weird, creepy, lurking pedophile, like fucking troll who can't wait to type another child's name, especially if that child's dead.
Oh my word. How old was little Negz back in 2018? And he's being exposed to this sort of thing by his dad? These words?
Motherfuckers. I'd love to have every one of them right here in this room with me right now. The things I would do, you couldn't speak of. It would be unheard of. Their screams would be heard for miles. I promise you that. Because I am sick of this shit. I'm sick of it.
That's disturbing.
I'm sick of it. It's if they want me off the internet, then they may have done it. They very well may have done it, because I'm taking a break after this shuts off. I'm gone for a while. I'm gone for a while because I'm sick of hurting. I'm sick of hurting because of other people. I'm already hurting enough. These motherfuckers would blow their brains out if they woke up with half the shit going through my head every day.
Oh, hold on. Listen to this shit.
Caddy, I would kill any one of these motherfuckers before I'd ever kill myself. Like that. They just don't deserve the oxygen that they're breathing. Oh, we were his friend. Well, I promise you, if I ever did anything like that, there would be a list of people who were to blame, and I would make sure it was published in a very, very, very viral manner.
Like a documentary.
Sorry for your loss, Caddy. Suicide is no joke.
Listen to him. Sorry for your loss. He is pissed AF that somebody dare trauma dump in his chat.
Pissed off when these assholes do this stuff. I'm like, what's your point? What's your point? You want somebody to kill themselves? I'm surprised that hasn't happened yet. I'm honestly surprised somebody hasn't killed one of them. I'm still waiting on one of them to get killed.
Yikes. Oh no, I didn't know that, Samtastic.
I think I'm about done, guys. I need some rest. I need some food and I need some rest. I'm over it. It's 2 years of drama, trauma, death. I can't do anymore. I've got nothing left in me. I've just got nothing left in me, so I don't know what to do. So after I turn this off, I'm gone for a while. I don't know how long. They will implode eventually. We keep saying that, but they just keep splintering off into rogue groups.
No way, Samtastic. For real?
They will implode eventually. We keep saying that, but they just keep splintering off into rogue groups. And there's people that go rogue. Fucking oil wife life and all those stupid cunts. People like that.
That's Al he's talking about. Original Al. That was funny. The last timestamp I have for this one is timestamp 46 minutes, and I wrote next to it crying.
But I'm going to go because my head hurts and I'm tired and I need to go have a good cry. So I'm going to do that crying thing, and I don't know when I'll be back. It'll be whenever I get my head together. After I get moved, I get my head together. But right now, it's not together, so I'm going to go back to bed. I love y'all.
All right. Well, that's that. That was fun, don't you think? Whoo! That was a lot. It's nice to, look back sometimes, It's always fun. We have a lot of old shit that, would be interesting to look back on. So I look forward to doing that in the future. I'm going to read over the rest of those motions that were filed in the Hussey versus Clara and Ron, but then Ron was dropped, and now apparently Ron's been added back in, and also AK lawsuit. And we'll look at that again tomorrow if there is anything that needs looking at again. But yeah, other than that, thanks for being here. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Oh, also, thank you for all the merch orders, you guys. You are absolutely showing up, showing out. I appreciate your support in the merch store. Don't forget, you can click on the button bottom left hand of the screen, click on one of those items that takes you to the merch store. And from now until October 31st, it is 15% off of orders of $40 or more. Thank you so much for your support, and I will see you tomorrow.
He's a cool guy, and he always has weed. If you're in your head, this crazy motherfucker's name is Negz. He'll give you $1 or a black eye.